Welcome to Philology Maths, fighting problems one step at a time.
Hi there, welcome to Philology Maths. Today we're having a lesson on linear equations, and we're going to start with this example here. Okay, so in this example we're asked to solve 4x minus 2 equals 6. Now solve means we need to find out what x is, and the way we do that is by rearranging this equation so that everything involving x is on the left hand side of the equal sign, and everything not involving x is on the right hand side of the equal sign. So the first thing is, we've got this minus 2 here, which doesn't involve x, so we need to try and move that to the right hand side. Now, the opposite of minus 2 is plus 2. So if we add 2 to both sides of this equation, what happens is, on the left hand side of the equal sign, all we've got left is 4x minus 2 plus 2. But these minus 2 and plus 2 cancel out, so what we've got is just 4x. On the right hand side, we've got 6 plus 2, which equals 8. Okay, so we've now got 4x equals 8. And we can nearly solve this equation. We just need to notice one thing, which is that 4x is actually 4 multiplied by x. Now, the opposite of multiplication is division. So what we're going to do is divide by 4 on both sides of this equation. So this 4 and the divide by 4 cancel out, so that what we're left with on the left hand side of the equation is just x. And on the right hand side of the equation we've got 8 divided by 4, which is 2. So the final answer is x equals 2, and that is the solution to 4x minus 2 equals 6. Okay, so in the second example we've got solve 3x plus 4 equals 16. So again, solve means we need to find x, and that means we need to have everything involving x on the left hand side and everything not involving x on the right hand side. So the first thing is we've got this plus 4 here, which doesn't have anything to do with x, so we're going to move that to the right hand side. But the way we need to do that is by subtracting 4 from both sides, because the opposite of plus 4 is minus 4. Okay, so what that leaves us with on the left hand side is 3x plus 4 minus 4. But then these 4's cancel out, so we've just got 3x. And on the right hand side we've got 16 minus 4, which is 12. Okay, we just need to note here that 3x is 3 multiplied by x, and the opposite of multiplication is division. So because we want to get rid of this 3 and move it to the right hand side, we're going to divide by 3 on both sides of the equation. So what we're left with on the left hand side is just x, because this multiply by 3 and divide by 3 cancel out. And on the right hand side we've got 12 divided by 3, which equals 4. So the final answer is x equals 4. Okay, so in this example we're asked to solve 5w plus 8 equals minus 7. In this case, solve means we need to find w. So we need to make sure that everything involving w is left on the left hand side, and anything not involving w is moved to the right hand side. So we've got a plus 8 here, which isn't to do with w. So if we subtract 8 from both sides of the equation, what happens is, on the left hand side we've got 5w plus 8 minus 8. Now plus 8 and minus 8 cancel out. So what we're left with is 5w equals minus 7 minus 8, which is minus 15. Okay, so we've got 5w equals minus 15. Now remember, 5w is really 5 multiplied by w, and the opposite of multiplication is division. So if we want to get rid of this 5, what we've got to do is divide by 5 on both sides of the equation. So what we're left with is just w on the left hand side, because these 5's cancel out. On the right hand side we've got minus 15 divided by 5, which is minus 3. So the final answer is w equals minus 3. Okay, in this final example we've got solve 2 minus 3b equals 14. So we need to find what b is. So we need everything involving b on the left hand side of the equation, everything not involving b we need to be on the right hand side of the equation. So we've got this 2 here on the left hand side, which doesn't involve b. So what we can do is, we can get rid of that by subtracting 2 from both sides of the equation. Now what this does is, the 2 and the minus 2 cancel out, so we're just left with minus 3b on the left hand side. And then on the right hand side we've got 14 minus 2, which is 12. Okay, so we've now got minus 3b equals 12. Now minus 3b really means minus 3 multiplied by b. So if we want to find b, we need to cancel out this minus 3. Now the opposite of multiplication is division. So if we divide by minus 3 on both sides of this equation, these minus 3's will cancel out, and on the left hand side we've just got b. Now on the right hand side we've got 12 divided by minus 3. Now that's going to be a negative number because we've got a positive and a negative. 12 divided by 3 is 4, so it's going to be minus 4. And that's the final answer. So b is equal to minus 4. Okay, thanks for watching. This has been a short lesson on linear equations. See you next time. Have you suffered from a maths related injury in the last 4 months?
You're in the right channel. Welcome to Philoty Maths!
Okay, thanks for watching. Let me do that again. So if we add 2 to both hand sides, both hand sides? Both sides.